boxing.
Man, I did not know that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's big money.
That fight, hell yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So imagine how much even.
I mean, how many people go to those fights?
They fill them up, man.
40 grand?
Oh,
They fill them up.
It's
not like
packed.
1,000 people. I mean, it's a bunch of people.
Oh
No,
yeah.
I don't know how many they can get.
Would it be
I don't
like a
know how big
small?
those
Would
games
it
are.
be like a
Yeah,
small
yeah,
exclusive?
I don't know how big it is. It's
Probably,
just a
I'd say at least 20, at least,
my
probably 10, wouldn't you think?
So they're making 300 million
Something crazy.
for filling that place
We
up.
just started going, like, I don't know shit about concerts. I always thought, well, the music sounds better, you know, live.
Right.
Or in,
Yeah.
you know, on
I've been
CD.
to like a couple of.
So we got invited to go to the Bridgestone by a buddy of ours from Remington. So we got to go over there and hang out in their skybox to see Linkin Park, Mice and Men, and Rise Against. And that concert was awesome. We were so fucking close.
Yeah.
And you just have your own box. It's all private. The food's catered.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome.
Being in a box is the way to go.
And if you got a company or whatever, it's worth it. You know, you're gonna pay $6,000 or so, but you can bring 15
Right.
people.
Yeah.
And just to be able to go in and just do whatever you want to do.
and have fun. Yeah.
I've been in boxes at numerous football games, baseball games, stuff like that. I can't sit in regular seats anymore.
Right.
I've never bought the box, by no means, but I've always been invited by businesses that I've done work with that owns them. And it's like, so you go to an Alabama football
I
game,
bet it's crazy.
and you sit in this box where you have a waiter, and you have your own bathroom, and people bring you stuff, and you got a big screen TV, plus a great view. And then you see all these other people, and then the next time you go, you sit in, I don't know, 50-yard line seats, great seats.
Great, yeah.
And I'm like, this is
Fuck, I gotta get up.
I'm not, yeah.
Get people out of my way to go
hot,
to
I'm
this. Yeah.
sweaty.
Like, you're not really
It's
there
like,
to see, like, when you have a box, it's cool that the music's there, but that's not what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
It's pretty neat.
You want
That's
to hang
how-
out, and you're hanging out with your friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got 2 kids here. Kenneth, dude that cuts down there, and my kid Yoda, fucking huge Alabama fans.
Oh yeah, they were asking me all kinds of questions. I'm like, I'm a fan, dude, but I don't know all this stuff.
Right.
My head trainer at the gym, John Junkins, he's got his degree and he was in the Army and he's in the reserve now. He's awesome, but he knows everything about Alabama football. That dude lives and breathes it. And he goes to games. Like, literally, he'll drive. It's 3 hours from where I live to go to Tuscaloosa and watch a game. And I've got numerous tickets given to me this year, free. And I'm like, dude, that's a 3-hour drive, 3-hour back, plus traffic. I got to eat crappy food there.
Right.
I'm like, I can sit at home and watch it on a big screen.
Yeah.
On my
yeah,
couch,
shit.
what you
and the
want.
bathroom's
Yeah.
right here. It's like, that's tough. But you go for the atmosphere. You go for the tailgate.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I just don't want to drive 6 hours to see all those people.
That's what we're putting in the lounge. Like, we're putting a big ass TV, like Super Bowl.
Oh,
I couldn't tell you
yeah.
who's ever played in a Super Bowl.
Right.
Like, I have no interest in it at all.
Right. But you'll watch it.
But we'll put it on.
Right.
The kids will watch it, and fucking
Right.
we'll all hang out and fucking cook some food.
Right.
It'll be better than going wherever else you're gonna go
Yeah,
and worry
exactly.
about fucking dipshit drunk drivers and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
You get killed on that one.
I hate worrying about that. I worry about that every time. Like, even the last time we left the 4th of July party here.
Yeah.
Of course, I don't drink alcohol.
Yeah.
And we were leaving, and I was like, man, what if? These roads are small.
Yeah.
And they're Birdsong Road, very curvy.
I don't drive
It's
Birdsong.
real bad.
You don't?
I take it in.
Man, that's what I come in off
yeah,
40.
me too, yeah.
And I'm like, man, if somebody just comes, my truck is so big, like I literally have no room on either side. If somebody's over 6 inches, they're gonna hit me.
You got at night you get fog through there.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
it's
there's
horrible.
fucking the deer.
Yep.
And you got fucking just dudes coming back from
I almost hit a deer this
you know,
morning.
drunk guys.
On the way here,
There's a lot of fatalities that way.
Oh,
I had a deer
man.
jump right in front of me, literally 10 feet. It was just a little doe. It would have hit my truck, and my truck would have just splattered it and kept going. But it was the point. I was like, oh. And all of a sudden, I was awake.
Well,
so-
wherever there's one, there's
Then
2
you-
more.
yeah.
yeah, always.
And there's a mom somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's read some of these questions. And see what they're saying.
So what time did you leave?
I got up about 5. I left at like 5:30.
Did you?
Chad Romano. Update for Justin. My mother had the full surgery yesterday, removal of the scar tissue reconstruction and a few other things. She will be in ICU for about 3 days, hopefully in a standard room by Friday. and home by Monday. I will try to email you directly to give you more information. Thank you, Justin, Lance, and the SOE family for all your support through all of this. I will continue to update as progress.
That's awesome. So, not to go in the full story because I don't know what he wants everybody to know.
It says fuck cancer.
Yeah,
Hashtag
okay.
fuck cancer.
That's what I was going to say. This lady went through a lot of cancer stuff, and I'm not going to tell you what type of cancer. That's his business. But she's a damn survivor, man. He emailed me. He's like, she can't eat. She can't do this. She's like, what can? He said, what can I do? And I said, well, the other cancer people I help, here's what we do. Let's try it because I've had success in the past. 2 weeks go by, he emails me again. He's like, she's feeling better. This is good, that good. And then like a month went by and I didn't hear from her. And I was like, oh man, I'm starting to get nervous. Is something wrong? And I shoot him an email out of the blue and just say, hey man, I'm thinking about you. Is everything okay? How's mom? You know, all this stuff. He writes me back, he's like, man, I can't believe you even remembered. I was like, I remember everybody who emails me. And I've been nothing but good updates. He emails me about once every 2 weeks now, maybe a month, if he's real busy, but everything's been awesome. And I was like, dude, this is great. And then when she gets well and 100% released, I'm gonna put her a little workout program together and help her get started back. Because you really can't do that during chemo.
Right.
It's I guess you could, but
It
not much.
No,
it's gonna break you.
Yeah, because they're already getting broken
She
down
would use
already.
that energy that she would use to heal.
Yes. Yeah.
Awesome, Chad. Joe Vinch, I'm taking the class with Justin next week, and my friends and I are coming in early. Was wondering if we could stop by the new shop and meet you guys. Yeah, just come by. We're here all the time. Literally just come to the shop. I know I saw somebody else asking how far the new shop was from the old shop. It's a minute,
Yeah,
not even a mile. The range, there is a cell tower on the range for tax response range. You can see it from our building. We're across the 70 highway, which is a 2-lane road. The Big Daddy's gas station, the only gas station down that way. We're the gravel drive right before that drive, so you can't miss us.
When I pulled in today, I thought, man, that is convenient to have that gas station.
Yeah, it is.
They have diesel.
They do.
Awesome.
It's we have a Casey's gas station in town that's brand new. Tanks are clean. They run through a lot of fuel there.
Yeah.
That's where I've been buying. Like I was going to Walmart because it was convenient, and like Walmart or not, my buddy Jacob sold tank cleaning services for gas stations, and he said typically the big stations that go through more fuel, the bigger stations that move more, they change their filters and they clean their shit. If you go to a gas station, the pumps are running slow, it's because the filters are clogged up. So I always went to Walmart because they're turning fuel over. Casey's is more convenient. They have, it's especially more convenient for diesel and being able to get in and out with trailers than Walmart was. And since they opened, that's where I go. It's just light, it's brand new, it's well lit. If you ever got to use a bathroom in one of those places, they're clean. And they have the Power Bar high protein bars.
Wow.
Which are like a fucking candy bar, but it's the only place in town you can. And they have
that's rare that you see that.
Bars. They have a donut bakery. They have another bakery. They make pizzas. We don't use any of that shit, but it's there. Like it's fucking all in one. And
that's in Canton or Waverly.
And we have one here, and there's one in Paris too. When we went to eat in Paris.
Okay.
And like the people there are friendly. Like if I was gonna steal some employees, that's where I would start right there. Probably.
Yeah.
Mike Teeter, Justin, what are some of the big differences between your products and others, such as Advocare? The gym I go to, the owners and other members are diehard Advocare, but I've been following the SOE vids for a long time, and have been following you on them. I'm very interested in your product. I'm just looking for the difference for when I'm asked.
For legal reasons, I'm not going to say the name of any other company that you named. I don't want to talk bad about them and have them sue me. But typically the reason some people push certain companies is because of what's called like a pyramid scheme or multi-level marketing. If somebody's making money off something, they're a fan of it. I actually could make a lot more money selling other people's products. Because when you produce it yourself at the volume I produce, there's not a huge margin. So if I was to sell, like, just pick 3 brands in GNC, I could probably double my profits. But I choose to produce my own because I can control what's in it. and make sure it's good quality stuff. I know everything about it. So going back to the what's it called? Advocare. I can't say anything negative about Advocare. I don't know the owner. I don't know any of the formulators, but I do know it is a multi-level marketing company. So would those people feel the same way if they weren't selling it? Or would they feel the same way if they didn't have a downstream off of it? So if you told them, hey, I like this Advocare, I bought it from Joe 3 states over that you don't know and never get any profit off of, and I'm only going to buy from him, then they might have a different feeling about it. Who knows? I don't know. I personally don't use any products that contain sugar, and I think some of theirs do, and a lot of companies put sugar in their products. Sugar is really not made for me or any of my clients. So that's really all I can say about that.
It's made for me.
Yeah.
I'm talking about in supplements.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't. I really think so.
I supplement my lack of sugar in my supplements. I supplement it from other avenues.
Yeah, me too. I don't want to take something healthy that's supposed to be healthy that contains sugar.
I got you.
And I was like, okay, a protein shake with sugar, a pre-workout with sugar, a post-workout with sugar. What? If I want to eat sugar, give me a freaking donut.
Right.
You know?
I agree.
But don't put
Don't put it in my stuff and tell me it's good for me. They're like, well, it's only 5 grams. I'm like, dude, that's a teaspoon.
Right.
Is it a teaspoon? 5
Yeah,
grams?
5 to 6 grams a teaspoon.
And what, 12 grams? How many is in a soda? In half the can of soda?
Oh, yeah,
56
that's right.
in a can of Coke.
Yeah.
I believe it's 56,
Something
maybe
crazy.
54. Yeah. So it's like 12 teaspoons, which is
Every now you'll hear a
Yeah,
one of the sellers down there rip one of those. I go, who opened the diabetes?
Yeah. The diabetes.
Good morning, Jess. This is from Harry Coonsey Dangler. I wonder if that's his real name. Good morning. Good morning, Justin and John. I'm 54, 5'9", and 226. As of this morning, I've lost 37 pounds. As of January this year, watching my diet, I've been using Lean 8, Hyperlean, Champ Packs, Amino 6. I own a lawn service and chase a lawnmower all day. At this point, I'm still feeling pretty sluggish and have been thinking of getting my testosterone checked, as I do believe that it's pretty low. What are some products I could add to my stack as of now to boost my test? I do not lift during the summer as my job is pretty demanding, but plan to hit the gym hard this winter. I'm still working on losing another 30 pounds.
He says 54.
54.
So anybody out there, if you're over the age of 25 or 30, your testosterone's low. If you're over the age of 40, it's really low. If you're over the age of 50, you're basically turning into a woman. So, and it's nothing saying about him or anybody else.
Right.
It is just is what it is.
Yeah.
I had a guy come in my office. He was 48 years old. We'll say 50. He's like, yeah, I got my testosterone checked. My doctor said I'm fine. It was like 450. He said, I'm in range. I'm right in the middle. I said, okay, dude, the range was 250 to 800. You're 450. So yes, you're in the middle of an average range for an average person. But why would you want to be the low end of average range?
Was the doctor willing to prescribe for him?
Yeah, the doctor was. And the doctor told him, oh, we can give you the gel, we can give you this, that, and the other, but you may not need it because you're right in the middle of the range. You ought to feel great. And the guy's almost 50.
Right.
And I asked him, I said, okay. I said, let's just be 100% open.
Yeah,
do you feel 20 years old?
Yeah.
Do we feel great for 50 or do we feel great for 20?
Yeah,
Right.
there's no such thing as feeling great for your age. I don't believe that.
They're going off the average of people that probably have low testosterone already.
You need to feel 18 to 20 years old every year of your life. Right. There is no reason not to feel 18, 20. No reason. We have technology, we have medicine, we have supplements. If you feel worse than you did your senior year of high school, your freshman year of college, you need to go see a doctor or you need to get on the proper supplements. I have a supplement that will be released to SOE next. It should be here by next Tuesday. It is the testosterone booster that I have talked about for roughly 6 months now. It is called PCT 11. It has 11 ingredients, okay? All of them positively affect testosterone, but 3 of the 11 negatively affect estrogen, which is hallelujah, get estrogen out of us.
That's the PCT.
Thus the PCT. Now, a lot of guys in sports and athletics are using some type of performance enhancer, whether it's a pro-hormone, illegal anabolics, or a SARM or anything like that. When they come off of that, a lot of them will do what's called a post-cycle therapy or a PCT. And I wanted to make a product for a guy who, say he's been on testosterone therapy for 6 months, he's got to go to Afghanistan for 2 months, he can't take his testosterone prescription and be out in the field. You never know what's going to happen. But he can easily take a bottle of pills, stick it in his bag, and take 4 pills a day. Yeah. So that's what I made it for. I made it to replicate and make your body produce testosterone again, like it once did. Now, we've had great results with it. I took it for roughly 4 months. It took a long time to get the formula just right. I tried 3 different formulas, and I ended up having to use all 11 ingredients at high dosages of each to get it where it would work with no liver and no kidney toxicity. So that should be out by next week. I talked to my lab yesterday. It is finished. It has went through production. So all that's got to be done is got to be reviewed one more time and arrive at me. And I only come here on Tuesday, so it'll probably be here next Tuesday.
What's it looking like retail is going to be on that? Not sure.
I haven't paid the labels yet. It depends, because I'm trying to go with a really nice label where it's easy to read, no hidden stuff. I want it fully transparent.
How many pills in the bottle?
120.
And how many doses like that? How many
30,
days?
30 days
supply. That's cool.
It'll be affordable. It will definitely be affordable. It won't be. It definitely won't be 80 or 100 bucks.
When is Cherry Limeade Amino 6 coming out? Scott Markham asks.
Okay. I talked to my lab yesterday about that. They were all supposed to be here by October. Now, I'm looking at my watch, it's October 13th. So the delay was I ordered so many flavors that they had to book out so much time in the lab. And I called them and they said it should be within 10 to 14 days. And I'll have all of the new flavors. Nice. 10 to 14 days is what they said yesterday.
Colonel May says, I was wondering if Justin would ever sell a sample pack of all the Amino 6 flavors, maybe with just a few servings in each flavor. We've heard that actually quite a few times.
A lot of people want the samples, and occasionally I make them myself, or I have them made in small batches.
It's on a Blade Show.
Yep, those are the ones we had made. The only problem is, and I don't mind giving back and helping people out, it costs a lot of money to make the samples.
Just the package.
The package of like the little bottles, and then it has to be sealed. It has to be make sure it's bacteria free in a clean environment. Then you got a whole nother set of labels. So it's very time consuming for me to pay a lab to do, and it's very expensive. That's just why I haven't done it.
I say you just
scoop it out of the
bag.
I've had some people do that. I was at the gym.
It works in all the big cities.
And I was drinking my aminos. There was like 3 people come in and said, "Man, we've wanted to try the cotton candy. We hadn't tried it." And they were like, "Can we just scoop some and put it in our bag?" And I was like, "I mean, it's mine. If you want."
We're having our Halloween party on November 7th. We're doing it after Halloween, so everybody can take their kids trick or treating, or if they had prior commitments, so we're not falling, on that holiday. So if you come to the Halloween party, Justin will be here, and
I'll have samples.
There will be samples here, so you can try any of that shit, and especially you, May, you post enough that you should be at the party anyways. Brian Dotolo, he says, "Hi John and Justin, my name is Brian. What would be some good upper body workouts to build arm strength? I suffered some pretty bad injuries to my right shoulder and elbow in Iraq, causing me to be out of the gym for the past 5 years. But I just got the clearance from my doctors to get back in and work out hard like I want to. I just don't want to overdo it at first."
Well, if you had shoulder injuries, I would start with working your back first. If you got a big strong back, good strong rear delts, then you're not going to internally rotate and hurt yourself doing bench press and whatnot. So probably the first few exercises I would probably do, bent over barbell row, deadlifts, shoulder press, and bench press. Those are probably the top 4 I would have them do. That'd be basically, it's 2 different back exercises, 1 shoulder and 1 chest. And to get your different tricep and bicep involvement, work at different grips. So say you're doing barbell row. We'll go wide grip on the first 2 sets, medium grip, and then close grip. Go to bench press the same way, wide grip, medium grip, close grip, and you'll at least work the arms as well. And on the shoulder press, the same thing. Do it different grips, don't overdo it at first. Start with just the bar. Every time I work out, every freaking time, I spend 20 to 30 minutes warming up. And most people get annoyed with it when they work out with me. Like, we joked about it, but people are like, okay, I'm ready to work out. Let's do something. And I'm like, dude, I got to finish my warm-up. And they're like, you've been doing this for 20 years. You're warm. You know what you're doing. You're over there playing with a 5-pound weight. And I said, well, to you, it may be look stupid.
Right.
And you may make fun of me, but the stuff I'm doing with this 5-pound weight is preventing me from getting hurt again.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't ever want to get hurt.
It's like stretching before you run.
And I never really get hurt lifting weights in the gym, but I've been hurt out of the gym. Like, I played college football. I was really good in high school at football and baseball, and played at the Division II level of college. That hurts. I mean, I was 5'5", 180, you know, playing running back, and I'm hitting dudes that are 6'7", 300 pounds, and most of the time, I'm stronger than they are. I'm knocking them down, but it's the feeling of you hit one and you're pushing them. Well, here comes the other one, and then your shoulder hits the ground. It's like the running back for Georgia. He took a bad hit to his leg this week. I didn't watch the game, but I saw the YouTube video.
Yeah, me too.
Now, that dude is built similar to how I am. He's short, he's thick, he's muscular. Well, he didn't even get hit when he went out of bounds. He was spinning and took a wrong step. His cleat hung, and his knee bent like this the other way. If you look it up, his name, I believe, is Nick Chubb, the running back for Georgia, the injury this Saturday. So that can happen to anybody, even somebody like him.
It's like being in a fucking car wreck.
It's like being in a car wreck.
You never know.
So that's why I do all my
worse. I mean, you're fucking.
You should do the video's bad. It's bad.
I wasn't.
It was like the receiver for Alabama a couple of years ago, number 4. I believe his name was Tyrone Prothro. He had a career-ending age. I mean, the guy would have went NFL.
Right.
He caught the ball, twisted, stood up. When he picked his leg up, his leg dangled. It's like this. That was his bone, not his ankle. The bone. And then the basketball player last year, you remember, he hit the ground off a jumper, picked it up, and the bone was coming out. And then somebody on the bench, the team, threw a towel over it to cover the bone. I mean, there's some devastating things out there. So I always do way too many warm-ups, because that's all the little muscles. So when you're running by yourself and you slip and fall, it's your little bitty stabilizers in the ankle, the wrist, and the shoulders that are protecting you. It's not the big chest muscle you bench press with. It's the little stuff.
Right.
Slip and fall on ice and stick your arm out. You know, see what happens.
You're going to break that wrist.
And that's always how I get hurt. I never get hurt lifting weights. Knock on wood. I hope I don't. But I always get hurt doing stupid shit.
That's like
jumping out of my truck. I was like, oh, what did I just do to my ankle? Landing in a pothole like an idiot.
Mike Petty says, when attempting to fast during the day to lose weight, is there a pinpointable reason I get a headache? And something other than eating or meds to quell it? John Melenin replied, he said, drink more water.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't fast during the day. Lose weight.
Lance would tell you, take a knee and
drink water. If you're
fasting during the day, and there's not a real clinical reason, it may not be a good idea. The first part of the day, that's one thing. But the way I read that, I think, okay, you get up and you eat breakfast, and then you don't need to get until supper. That's what I think about fasting during the day. But if you're talking about just not eating breakfast and doing aminos instead, you're okay. But I definitely wouldn't eat breakfast and supper and do nothing in between.
You need something.
Every 2 or 3 hours, you need some protein. Preferably aminos that are already digested.
Which one's supper?